Hi folks, my name is Henry Kidd from the Petersburg Area Art League, and I am here today with Jennifer Ambs and her amazing artwork. We're going to do two videos, one a short, quick introductory for you to take a quick look at, and then come down for Friday for the Arts to see the artwork for yourself. But there's a lot of story that goes with this. If you're interested in hearing the full story, Jennifer and I are going to do a second longer video, and she's going to tell you a tale. Let me present Jennifer to you. Jennifer?
Oh, hi, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to the virtual edition of my art show. This is a project of 20 mixed media illustrations that took me about 15 years to complete. I know that's a long time, what can I say? But I said that when I finished this project, which actually has gone across a couple of state lines and has moved with me several times, that when I finished, what I wanted to do was show the project in its entirety in a gallery setting to the public. It's one of the only bucket list items that has remained true to itself, intact over time, at least as long as I've thought about.
So all the artwork that you've done and all the different pieces in here are connected to each other in some way.
In some way, yes. Yes, and he was talking about a tale. All of these paintings tell a story in itself. Some of them are simple and some of them are more complicated. But all of the paintings together tell
well, you say your artwork is mixed medium. What medium do you use?
Well, I started out with drawing out all of my ideas in pencil, and then I went over them with just an ink pen. And after I got about 20 done, I guess I decided I was finished. I guess I felt a certain sense of satisfaction, and I was like, well, that's it, I'm done. And so then I decided that I had to color them all in. So basically everything is a watercolor wash background, and everything else is filled in with colored pencil, Sharpie, acrylic, some collage, whatever I had at home.
Well, let's get started with your first piece here.
Yeah.
And you just tell people a little bit of what's behind it. Is this the first one you created?
This is not the first one that I created. This is one of the first that I created. And actually this project started out as something else that didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. And so I had to switch gears real quickly. But fortunately I had only done a couple of paintings to begin with. But this is basically just my second favorite Robert Frost poem, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. And this is just what came to mind when I read that poem. Just a very lovely poem.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. It really is. But anyway, you'll see the red fox a lot as the main character in a lot of my paintings.
Okay, is this a red fox holding a horse?
Yes, it is. That's a red fox.
Okay.
And I just want to say the red fox is not my favorite animal. It's actually the coyote, but the red fox is more colorful. It has more mass appeal. So there you have it.
Okay.
Red fox is
well,
kind of the
let's
main
move on.
character.
I see another red fox in this one here as well.
Sure. This is kind of where the story starts. Guess it starts about a girl who follows a trail along a creek looking for the magic lake of animals. And it takes her into the witchy woods. And the story kind of culminates around this enchanted creek and the witchy woods and some shenanigans that go on in the vicinity of such.
Okay. And over here?
Well, just more continuation of the story.
Okay.
Don't want to tell too much.
Okay, we'll save that for the longer video.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's pretty straightforward. It's a factual painting. Fun fact. Did you know that cows are very good at jumping over fences and walls?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I know. Well, they are.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then some of them are odes to animals that I have a lot of appreciation for. This one tells a story, but it's also an ode to nocturnal creatures.
I can tell that. Okay, and as we move on.
This is a little side story. It's called The Peanut Peddler is Back in Town. It's about a mouse that is a snake charmer and peddles peanuts to elephants, both of which are a contradiction for the mouse and the snake and the mouse and the elephant.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on over.
Oh,
we're moving on over to another side of the gallery now where the work continues.
This is probably my favorite one. It was one of the first ones that I completed. And it actually started out as a Robert Frost illustration too. It's my favorite Robert Frost poem. I don't remember the name of the poem, but it's the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree, gave my heart a change of mood and saved part of a day I rued. But when it was finished, it became a story of a bear that decided not to go into hibernation when all the other bears did so that he could watch the first snow.
Nice.
Thanks. This is part 2 of the painting over there with the fox paddling the boat. That's a little story.
Okay.
And this again is another short story about a fox. It's kind of like Aesop's fable. But the gist of it is that fox don't fish because they get too distracted by the fireflies and the worms get away. However, they are very good at the game I Spy.
I remember being distracted many times by firefighters when I was a little kid.
Right? This one is an allegory. I'm not going to explain it too much. I think if you looked at it for a little while, you could probably see a lot of symbolism in it.
Well, we'll get into that in a lengthy story.
Yeah. And this one is the story of the naughty kitty. I think we all know a bad cat.
Well, it looks like to me there's a skunk right here. Wow. Okay.
This one tells 2 stories. It's called Twofer. Busted Loose for the Day and Knock 'em Dead Kid, Roger's first day of kindergarten. And this is unfortunately part 2 of the story of the naughty kitty. It appears that he's used up his 9th life. Oh. Whatever you did, naughty kitty, it was the wrong decision.
Poor kitty.
Right. This one is a story in itself. It's about a Luna moth that got caught in an orb weaver's web. And the indigo bunting calls out to Rebecca Raccoon because everyone knows that the raccoon's fingers are nimble enough to free the Luna moth from the spider web. Another fun fact, always bring a paperweight to the park in case it is a breezy day.
Good point. The dragon.
Yes, and this one is called I Found a Puppy.
We'll find out about that puppy later.
Don't tell your parents, right? This one is called Hoboing in the Witchy Woods. When you're in the Witchy Woods, stay away from the candy.
Ooh.
And this one is called The Ground Squirrel and the Flying Squirrel Find an Enchanted Little Creek.
Okay, we're approaching the end. Got 2 more paintings left here.
This is one of the first ones that I finished. It's called Where Old Carousel Animals Go. And when they are freed from their carousel pole, they all end up in an enchanted garden.
Nice. And your last piece.
Yes, and this last piece is actually the first one that I drew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, I saved it for last, and I figured once I finished it, the project would have come full circle, and the beginning became the end. And then it was done.
So you saved the best for last, but did it first.
I guess so.
Well, people, this is Jennifer again.
Hi.
Now, show it. You put all these pieces of artwork in a book, didn't you?
I did. It's for fun. I did it for fun. I also did it so that all of my paintings would always be together in one spot.
Very nice.
And because for me, there's more to my paintings that I want people to understand than just looking at the paintings. There's stories.
So these are
and
not
ideas.
just pretty paintings. They've got a story that goes with them.
Yeah. And also they have a lot of things that inspired me from hiking and being out in nature. If I see a click beetle on a path, I might put it into a painting. So I hope you see a lot of plants and animals in my paintings that you also enjoy seeing.
Is there a last word you'd like to tell folks?
Last word.
Boy, this is a question we should have asked before we started the video.
Maybe so. I guess
But-
it just...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just hope that what you get out of this is a sense of my imagination and my deep and abiding love and appreciation for nature and animals. And if you get my book, there's a lot of cool fun facts and different places where I speak about conservation.
And your book will be available here at the gallery
It's here,
Friday
and
for the
you can
Arts.
also buy it on Amazon.
Okay.
Actually,
Well, Jennifer, I want to thank you for
Yeah,
sharing your
well-
talents and your story with the world, okay?
thanks.
We look forward to the show.